All right, we're headed to the 9th for today's casual 20 and 20. I have a number of places I want to get today. But first, coffee. And I know what you're thinking. You saw the sign behind me. But no, we're trying somewhere new.
Pigalle, of course, known for its nightlife and its bars. And the country club is not what you think it is.
And while Pigalle is not the 9th would not be the same without Pigalle. It is, well, I don't know if it's the most notable part of the neighborhood, but it's definitely the most fun. Happy Oats. If I'm saying the name on camera, turned out it was great. It's always a good sign when they've got kawa on the shelf. You used to formerly Tenet, very good roaster, and well served. This is a nice little allongé. Doesn't look like they've got any filter, but that's okay. The espresso is still good, and it's nice to mix it up. And the cookie is tasty with cashews in it. And the vibe inside is just really nice. Like, it's very cozy, friendly service. Unfortunately, some construction across the way. They're working on the facade of a school, it looks like. Or the building next to it. I guess it's the building next to it. It's hard to tell with the scaffolding. Hopefully that's not here when you get here. But hey, these things take a while, so no guarantees. Anyways, this isn't the only coffee I've got on for today because we are going to go to the stereotypical Pigalle place for a meeting. But before we go to that meeting, which is in 30 minutes, there's a small church just down the hill that I've never been inside. I've been by it a million times. It's been in a bunch of photos that I've taken at the end of a Rue Lafitte because it's fantastically juxtaposed in front of Sacré-Cœur if you get far enough away from it. Let's go check out one of the mini Notre Dames because there are lots of Notre Dames, it turns out. I also don't know if you noticed that I'm adding these places to my guide as I go. Do I have chocolate in my teeth? What's going on? Cashew. I used to get behind on these things. I'd take all the photos because I'm trying to make sure I really take photos now. In the past, my guide lacked so many photos because I was always vlogging, not taking photos. We've created a system that makes the whole process a lot faster. But it means that as I'm going, hopefully within a day or two of posting the video, those places are getting added to my guide. So Papillote should be in there by the time you've seen this video, hopefully. And if not, in a day or two, but you've seen it here, you know how to find it. And a huge thanks to Emily and Molly for making a big difference there. So today, I had a variety of different ideas for what I wanted to do. Kind of wanted to show you the roundabout at Saint-Georges just because it's really cool. This church that I've never actually been inside, and there's a museum I want to go to. But like, I'm racking up the failures here. My patrons voted on a place to go for dinner. We have reservations for that, so I shouldn't fail you twice in a row on that front. But for the museum, when I went to look online, I did look online to reserve, and the ticket that I wanted, they did say that was the one ticket you had to get in person. So I was hoping that they'll actually let me in. But I love the 9th for the architecture. Like, as we're walking down, so Rue des Martyrs, we talk about being very residential, but this area on Saint-Georges is also very nice. Really beautiful buildings. This roundabout, so unique. With the statue in the middle and the metro station that pops out from here. It's just always a delight when you end up stumbling into it. I've got good memories from around here. All right, we got to figure out how we're going to get to the church from here. I'm pretty sure it's just down here. Since the name Rue Notre Dame de Lorette is the name of the church, I think we're in good shape. The back half of it is covered in scaffolding and some kind of fun graffiti. There's another church not far from here that's also been under scaffolding for a very long time. I thought about going in there, but I've been in there before. I want to check out something new. Hopefully we can get inside. Looks promising. At least the front is, oh no. Bands, please tell me this is not like a funeral. Oh God. It's actually not my first time filming one of these videos and stumbling into a funeral, but it is a really cool church. It's a very interesting church. I would have liked to spend more time in there. I actually had ideas for what I wanted to do in there today, but you know what? That's okay. We can do it another day. We'll leave it to the families. My condolences if they happen to see this. If you ever happen to wander into a situation like that where you're like, oh, I want to go see this church. Oh, there's a funeral happening. As long as you're quiet and you're respectful, you can still go in. I know this. I still double check with the funeral staff, the hearse drivers. I was like, hey, I just want to make sure it's okay if I go in. And they were like, yeah, as long as you're respectful. So it's cool. Just be very quiet. I stayed to the outside, kept my distance. It's very quiet, very quick. And that's your church lesson for today. Also remember, hats off, guys. Oh, also the ceiling in there was incredible. I don't think I've seen anything like that on this series so far. We got to go to a meeting now. Well, I'm going to be actually a little bit early. Cynthia is gonna help me out with an upcoming project related to the book. In case I'm not gonna say what exactly yet. We're gonna leave it a mystery for now. Yeah. You're shy?
Yeah, I'm shy.
No way. Cynthia is a model, and I have some ideas for the cover of the new book that are going to require some help. And that's as much of a clue as I'm going to give you right now. More book updates coming soon, but guide updates. One of my favorite Indian restaurants in the city, one of the first places I ever added to my guide back in 2018 that I was introduced to in 2012, used to be right here, this pink spot, Kasturi. I heard rumor it had closed. It was true, and we had to remove it from my guide. I thought maybe we would explore and try something else in the neighborhood, but nothing here is really catching my eye. And I'd like to get to this museum before we have coffee with another friend who I also might be asking to help me today. We'll see if we include that information or not as we go. But yeah, we're gonna get into this museum. Let's go. I don't need lunch. I'll have a snack later. Walk right past it. Whoa! What? It's literally closed exactly when I got here for... well, maybe we can try to come back later. The reason I really want to come here is for this stairwell. All right, we'll give it another try. There's the other church I was thinking about going to, but let's go check it out. It's only really a problem because my next meeting is at 1:30. So like it's closed literally just up to the moment that I have another meeting. And then I have therapy at 3 o'clock. And then we have a dinner reservation in the evening. So, and I have to go get Cooper out in between those two things. So we might just be doing 2 churches and no museum today. That's okay. It gives us an excuse to come back. You know, there are usually entrances at the back of churches that you can use. I like to walk out them normally, but since there's scaffolding on the front of this one, let's give this a try. This organ is amazing. I remember Trinity being really ornate, and it is. It looks so nice. I remember also one of the things that really stood out to me the first time I came in here was the capstones in the ceiling, and like the marble, the pillars. Like there's just something very, again, different about this church. Each church has its own like little unique features that I do lack some vocabulary for because I'm a little ignorant, but it feels very light and well detailed without being gaudy, if that makes sense, but certainly luxurious in its stonework. Well, it's not the stairwell that I wanted, but it is nice to get in there. I have wanted to go back in that church for a while. Just so much to see in this city in so little time. They also have a soup kitchen going on downstairs right now, which is cool to see. That's nice. One last coffee shop to try. I'm trying a new coffee shop. We're even if it's not going quite to plan, we're ramming it in today. And then from there, dinner. Meeting number 2, success. We have a model and a photographer. We just need a location. All right, let's do dinner. The funny thing is that I was not involved in organizing this vote on Patreon. Emily put it together. They invited me. This is very nice of them. I've been to it before. I actually got invited on a date there once. It's an Argentinian pizza place. An Argentinian once took me. And I remember it being pretty good. We're gonna find out how good. If it's like, is it better? Does it live up to my memory? And will it end up in my guide? Heyo. Cooper. Au revoir, la prochaine. Au revoir. Perry Boca. If you want to get yourself an Argentinian comfort food pizza, this is the place to do it. Thanks to Kristen, Gilbert, all my patrons for sending me out. This is a long, crazy day, and we're back at it tomorrow in the tent.